Welcome back, Global War 1939. We are moving on to the 8th round of the game. Things are getting pretty interesting. So let's take a look at our options as the Soviets. We do have 26 to spend. We're going to get 2 elite guards, 2 mechs, 1 KV-2, and 1 super heavy tank. This is the first turn we're actually allowed to buy those tanks. So they are pretty decent and not too expensive. But we are only allowed to purchase 1 per round. We do have 3 battles to declare. One's in Finland, the other 2 are over in the east. So 2 are just walk-ons. So by Reta, we're going to go in with an artillery. 1 infantry. Amor is where we're going to go with heavy artillery, 2 infantry. So that's our first 2 battles done. Increasing our economic bank by 2. The next battle is here in Finland. We do have our battle group still in Finland. It's kind of cut off from the rest of our forces. As you can see, it's up here on this card. 5 light tanks, 2 mechs, 2 infantry, or 2 artillery, 2 mechs, 2 KV-2s, an elite guard, 1 infantry, and a tank destroyer. So the Germans just entered Viperpri with 1 infantry, so we will be attacking that with everything. So let's take care of that, and then we'll get into our non-combat moves, which we don't have a lot, just a few. This is going to be a very quick Soviet turn. Okay, so let's go with our 5 light tanks. 5 at 4. All right, so we got a 6, 11, 8, 8, 2. So we got our hit. He returns at 1 at 4. 10. Perfect. Game over. So he's dead. Let me move the card. So that whole battle group that I just explained is now in Viperpri. So we'll see what the Germans' response is. I'm assuming they knew that we would do that, which is fine. It does give them quite a bit of a counterattack capability, but we'll see what we can do to prevent that ourselves. Yes. Okay. For non-combat turns, they're all going to be over here. So we got our train in our new capital. It can move up to 4 into territories that we currently own at the start of our turn. So we can't go to Bayreuth or Amir, but we can go here. We can bring up to 3 guys with us. So let's bring 2 elite guards, 1 infantry along for the ride, and then we'll get into unit placement. We only have 1 production facility, so everything has... no, before we do that, we're going to bring our 3 tanks over as well. They have a movement of 2. And we'll see how the Germans respond. Placing our 6 new units. Perfect. Perfect. Everything's good. That's it for the Soviets. Their army is getting pretty small, so there's not really a lot we can do. Just do what we can. Okay, again, my apologies for income. We currently have 19 due to territories, and then we still got our 6 from Helsinki. Puts us back at 25 for the next round. Perfect. Okay, again, that is it for the Russians. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great day. Welcome back, Global War 1939. We are moving on to the UK Commonwealth's turn. So let's look at their purchase options. For United Kingdom proper, they got $41 to spend. They're going to get 1 infantry, 1 transport, 1 destroyer, and then 4 air transports. Anzac is opting for 3 transports. Canada will get medium tank artillery infantry 1 transport. FEC is continuously pumping out their medium tanks. FEC has 25 to spend. We're going to go on a Churchill, medium bomber, infantry, and mechanized. So let's look at their options. Give me a second to clean up the board. Okay, and FEC is also saving $7 as they have more production than their capacity will allow. All right, so up here in the Atlantic, this is going to be all non-combat moves. The combat that we're going to conducting, we have 4 battles. They're all in the Pacific, so we'll come back to this for non-combat. Sorry, I lied. 5 battles to declare. We do have 1 down in Africa, so let's nail that out first. So we got a guy in Belgium, Congo. He'll be coming up to Egypt, Sudan. The guy in Ethiopia will do the same. And then everything in this territory will also opt to move up 1 space. So that should be an easy battle. There's only 1 infantry. That's a guaranteed win. Over here, this battle here, this is just a walk-on, so we'll take 1 guy into Bombay. There's 1 battle done. We got a guy in Burma. So what are we going to do with that? We're going to take our 3 Churchills and move into Burma to take on that 1 guy. And then we got a guy in Madras. We'll take in 1 dude and the fighter. So that's 3 battles there. And then our last will be a sea battle in Sea Zone 93. We do have a cruiser that is currently in 89. So that'll be moving up with our 2 subs. Perfect. So that is all the battles for the UK Commonwealth. Let's conduct those and then get into non-combat moves. All right, so the first one will be the Egypt, Sudan. They have 1 infantry. We got 6 medium tanks. So they all roll at a 6. All right, so 4, 3, 2, 5, 6. We got way more than what we need. Return fire of 4. Rolls a 9. So that is back under British control. After that, we have the 3 tanks versus 1 infantry. Again, they're attacking at 6. 1, 2, 2. Perfect. Returns fire at a 4. 12. That is conducted. Burma is back under FEC control. And then after that, fighter infantry versus 1 infantry. So the fighter at 6 rolls a 2. He returns with a 7. Excellent. Excellent. All right, and now just the naval conflicts. We'll bring this to the board. It's probably our most complicated one. All of us subs defend at a 2. So on the last video, you guys were probably thinking that I was suiciding my transports. Kind of was. They served their purpose, and they didn't really have a purpose outside of setting the Japanese up, forcing them to make an attack. I needed to put up a target that was so juicy enough that they would refuse not to attack. And they opted to send in their subs, which is what I wanted. Instead of playing I had a feeling I would have been playing a cat and mouse game with his subs for a couple of rounds, and I didn't want to deal with that. And of course, defending subs are a lot easier to kill than attacking. They attack on a 4, defend at a 2, and they don't have their surprise strike. So, my subs attacking at 4. 11, 12. Not good. 1 at 6. 7. Interesting. All right. He defends 4, 2, 7. Oh my goodness. That is not good. All right. 1 at 4. Got a 1. Perfect. A 6. And an 11. Okay. He defends with 2. 9s. Both 9s. All right. Next round. 4. Got a 1. 6. 8. He defends. 11. Excellent. 4. Got a 4. Perfect. He defends. Got a 1. Okay, so we lose both of our subs. He loses all of his. Not the showing I wanted. I wanted a perfect win, but we'll take it, I guess. All right, perfect. That's all the combat. So let's get into non-combat. Okay. So up in Scandinavia, we got our bomber. Well, that's going to go fly back to London. Don't need that there anymore. All the soldiers in northern Finland are going to move down with the Russians. So I'll just put all that on the card. So they're now all in Vepri. We have a bunch of guys here. They're going to move up with our transports. So our transports are going to move up to Sea Zone 7 with the Russians. And they will take these 4 guys, drop them off in Vakirk. Same thing with the commando and this one dude here. They'll all move up. We're going to keep the 4 infantry behind for defense, of course. Now, with the Navy, we're going to bring in our 2 destroyers in Sea Zone 14. Because that sea zone is in range of their Air Force, which is located in Western Germany, which currently consists of 10 attack bombers and 2 veteran fighters. So they're more than welcome to attack, but we're going to put more than just the Russian Navy. Says 7 more destroyers will join that attack force, as well as the 5 corvettes, and then the rest of our Air Force. The rest of our Air Force will also join the Russians, so all the fighters that we have here. So we're kind of emptying out London. However, they do not have any transports, and I don't think they have time. Even if they built some, we would have time to react. So I'm not concerned. All right. That is it for that. So all those British units are in this territory here. As the rest of our Navy, the 2 Canadian destroyers will move up to 14. The coastal battleship in 23 will go to 14, and the coastal sub will move into 24. That is it for that. We do have a fighter down here. Let's see. What are we going to do with that fighter? Let's move that fighter. I wish there was an airbase there. Not good. Let's move that to this island here, Malta. Yeah, let's move that to Malta. Perfect. Okay, so non-combat moves over here. There's not really a lot we can do. This guy in West Bengal will go into our capital. This guy in Kashmir will go to West Bengal. Our fighter will actually fly up to the Chinese capital. Our AA gun will join the tanks. And that will be it for that. For Anzac, they got 4 destroyers, so they will be coming up to Sea Zone 88. And they will be helping out there. Hopefully, with any luck, they'll join the American fleet, which I suspect Sea Zone should be pretty safe. Yeah. All right. That is it for UK Commonwealth. Let's do our unit placement. So our 3 transports go into our capital. For FEC acquisitions, what are we doing? So we're going to add a guy to Bangladesh, the Churchill to our capital, the mech, as well as our medium bomber. They will all go in there. Oh, sorry, we forgot to move something. These 2 tanks will come up to there, and then we'll place for our purchases. Up in UK proper, we're going to put our air transports in London. So, like I said, we got 4 of them. Infantry in Liverpool. No, sorry, that goes somewhere else. Apologies. Where is he supposed to go? Oh, he was supposed to go, sorry, he was supposed to go in Calcutta as well. And, okay, so to finish off these guys, so we got the 4 bombers. That's all is going in there. Down here, we're placing the transport from UK. And the destroyer will have to go Sea Zone 24. For Canada, we're going to put an artillery, a tank in Quebec. Okay, my apologies. I actually messed up on my decision making. The infantry, instead of putting in Calcutta, that is going to go in Ottawa. The destroyer that I was thinking about in Europe is actually going to go into Calcutta. So I took that infantry out, put that in Canada, and then in Sea Zone 68, we'll put a destroyer. And then our last unit to be placed is a Canadian transport, and that is going into Sea Zone 137. Okay, I'll get back to you with income in 2 seconds. All right, thank you for waiting. So after income and bonuses, UK proper is now sitting at 32 plus $5 bonus. Canada right now, because they took over a Japanese island, they're now, because of their bonuses, at 17. South Africa is still making their 6. Anzac is now still making their 23, but they saved 7 from the last round, so they get a bit of an economic boost for round 9. And FEC is making 24. Again, because of bonuses, they are down 5 on territorial, but up 4. They do get one of their bonuses, so not doing too bad, I guess. All right, Well, that is it for UK Commonwealth. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great day.